Davis, Haydocy Airstream. Welcome home. Today we're talking about the ext 3500 Interstate Extended. It doesn't get any better than this. So I'm going to do a quick walk around on the outside of this. We'll go inside, see the tricked out interior. But let's talk a little bit about the platform. Mercedes-Benz. The way that the turbo diesel is produced by Mercedes, number one, let's talk about gas mileage. Over 20 miles per gallon. So if you want to use this thing to go get milk, why would you not, right? The 3-liter turbo diesel engine on this also allows you to tow 5,000 pounds. Now, the upgrades to the Mercedes-Benz for the 2016 model are going to be, well, they're various, they're extensive. Now they've added additional cameras for lane assist, collision assist. They've recently gone to the xenon lights. You have also a washing system for the entire platform itself. They've added a step here so that I can access the front window. And while I'm talking about that, let's talk a little bit about the Benz platform. There is a sandwich permeable defroster inside the front windshield. That will allow us to literally defrost this in solid ice in less than a minute. That just goes to the cool factor. The actual frame, though, we should talk a little bit about Benz and their association with Airstream. All of the finish work on this platform was done by the people at Mercedes. So this unit right here is being clear coated in the same production line with the Benz that's rolling down the factory line. Above and beyond that, this is a silver clear coat finish, and you have the opportunity not only to be a member of the Mercedes-Benz Club, you also have that opportunity to be a member of the Wally Byam Caravan Club International. So once again, clubs, yeah, we're going to sign you up in a bunch of clubs. That sounds fun. So the overall thing here, you have all those warranties that extend to the Mercedes-Benz platform, and then of course you have the interior stuff done by the Airstream travel trailer people. So very cool operation here. As we make a quick walk around, a couple of things. You have the Alcoa aluminum wheels. These have a finish on them which basically they're called Everbright, meaning that they're almost zero maintenance and they maintain their look. They don't water spot. They don't have the issues that you might see with some of the aluminum wheels that are out there. Not to mention they handle the heat, so that is kind of a down the road thing. From the standpoint of exterior, I just want to point something out. Above here we have 8.5 feet of awning that comes out. It is done on a rheostat. It has sunbrella fabric. It is produced by our friends at Fiamma, which is the Italian manufacturer. But the controls are at your fingertips here. And that allows us to extend. That allows us to retract. Which means this awning can be utilized at any depth you might want. If you're in a tailgate or if you've got a tree or whatever. Like most of the product that's out here, where I have an issue if my awning's extended because it's either out or it's in, and I can't do it because the tree's there. Above and beyond that, you have all of your other controls at your fingertips, meaning that I can control the intensity of the lighting, and I also have undermount LED lights, which are really kind of a cool factor. So I've got undermount LED lamps, I've got exterior LED lamps. I've got, so once again, these are upgrades to the 2016 version. Now, we have screen doors. We have a screen door system which allows that light to roll through there. And with that overhead fantastic fan, I can pull tens of thousands of cubic feet of air. When an Airstream door shuts, it shuts. I have an automatic step system that both retracts and goes back out. While we're here, let's talk a little bit about, these are all tempered glass UV protected windows. The great thing about the window system in the Airstream is that they are Galley type. In this same category out there, what you'll see is a lot of sliding windows. What that does is allows that water to come in. You can't utilize it rolling down the road, but above and beyond that, these windows create, as a Galley system, their own awnings, if you will. So it allows me to use the product, obviously, far beyond just the time that I will utilize it rolling down the road. Now, your propane system is protected behind the dual the dual wheels. And that allows you, first of all the fun stuff. You can, because you have an access port here, I can set up a space heater. I also do my filling for my ports here. So I've got all that access as far as propane. And then also the luxury is that my generator system runs off of that same propane system so that I'm not affecting my diesel mileage. You have outside GFI outlets here so I can plug in. And also I have access for my TV, so I have my cable hookups. Then when we get back to the back end here, the first thing that happens is the wraparound doors. So what this allows me to do is, if I shut my door, that's beautiful, but when I open it, if I have the locking system in place, it locks as a, so that I'm not slamming the door around, but I can release the mechanism, open the door all the way, and it has a magnetic catch, which allows me to open the entire back end up and also not worry about my doors impacting anybody around me. You have this beautiful covered receiver. So I explained to you that while I can tow that 5,000 pounds, that's really rather awesome. Also, very subtle, very cool. You have an overhead full-time camera. So I am literally, when I'm rolling down the road, I have a point where I can see everything that's around me. That just goes to a safety issue, but also I can still utilize my rearview mirror. Now, 30 cubic square feet. We have wardrobe hangers. We have automatic lighting, automatic screen door, and then you also have an additional port here that can be utilized not only as a ice chest or cooler, but obviously it becomes a very nice storage system. These are the wings that drop down if the bed itself rolls into a queen. And then what I can also do is access this as a king bed so that I can drop the entire bed down. Now, one of the new upgrades for 2016 is all this storage. I have a pass-through storage that goes all the way to the front of the vehicle. So what that means is if I'm carrying skis or if I'm carrying umbrellas, poles, whatever, I can access those through the entire system. Once again, very nicely accomplished. Now, let's look at the business end on the back side and then we'll roll inside. Okay, the business end of the, driver's side of the Interstate allows us to, first of all, we hook in our 30 amp service. I've got that 9-gallon recycling Atwood water heater that actually is, it's a 6-gallon reservoir, but because it is injecting cool water, it then takes that 6, stretches it to 9 gallons of hot water. That's a tremendous amount of hot water for a platform of this size. I've got the windows that run the entire length, and here you see we've opened one up so you can see the Galley type, so they create their own awnings. And then as far as the business end of what we have going, I've got my macerator system. That allows me by one push button control to take care of all of my dumping needs. I've got automatic, I have an outdoor shower that has a hot and cold running water. And then I have my electronic system Everything is push button, which allows me to handle all of my needs via push button as opposed to reeling in, reeling out. My potable water is locked, so no one has access to my water resource. And then I have the luxury of having an input that is regulated. So I have an interior regulator. I don't need an external regulator. This allows me to maintain a water pressure of 65.5 psi without messing with, if you will, any internal, as far as, if I have, you have a flexible PVC tube. So if I've got gaskets or if I've got fittings, I can't afford for those to have an issue with too much water pressure. So that is handled for me. Once again, kind of the other thing that's kind of a neat thing, when I'm filling my diesel, I actually have an access panel here, so when the door itself is shut, I have it is entirely locked. Once again, that's all about the cool thing that Mercedes-Benz and Airstream does. Why don't we come on inside, we'll take a look at the platform. In entering the platform, what's kind of cool is you have the opportunity to swivel these seats all the way around. So now, I found that if I have a client who has a difficulty in climbing into the platform, they have a handhold here, a step rail here, and then I'm literally right into my seat. So just actually the entree into the platform is very cool. All the seats, the captain's chairs pivot so that I can enjoy, if you will, that opportunity if I have a post for the dining. But anyway, the bottom line is these are really cool. Come on in here and check this out. Okay, when you walk into the Interstate, I think the thing that first strikes you is the beauty. This is all ultra leather. The great thing about this is the dogs, the kids, grandma, they can't harm the leather. The other thing about it is this is a product that comes to us from the high-end, actually residential industry through the automotive industry. The point is, it breathes. This can adapt to your body temperature. So never in an Airstream product do you ever get that, oh, it's hot and sticky in the summer, it's cold and slick in the winter. That doesn't happen with this product line. You've got, these are all ratchet mechanisms, so you choose whatever space you want that to be in. Now, let's talk about the platform itself. You've got the Kenwood, computer system here. This is going to allow you to certainly enjoy different kinds of, and you can program this so that you've got satellite radio, you've got certainly all the toys that come with. There is a quick reference guide for this, which allows you to access that and do the, so your co-pilot, Debbie, I think you might have to help out on this. But from the Mercedes-Benz platform, everything is very simple. So all your temperature controls, you do have, of course, heated seats, so that's kind of fun. Everything, once again, your locking system, everything is at your disposal here. You've got storage above, which would also allow you to plug directly into your computer system. Storage over here, you've got undermounts. You've got cup holders in a German engineered vehicle. I love that. All of your phone and your driving is all at your fingertips here. You also have an assist button which would allow you to jump you've got house batteries, and this would allow you, if you ever had an issue with your batteries, I can literally jump start my Mercedes-Benz from my travel trailer or my motor home, which, by the way, we have a solar system on this which will constantly keep those batteries topped off. You have an automatic display here. You have there's Bluetooth, so you can sync your phone to your motorhome. You have an automatic rear view mirror. Now, what's great about this, you can also use it. I can turn this on and off, meaning that I have a full-time camera. So you got the camera here, but I also have it here. But that would allow me to access completely through the vehicle with just looking into my rearview mirror. So once again, the setup here is beautiful. I have a floor mount post that locks into place where I can place a octagon-shaped Corian surface if I'm entertaining or doing something along those lines. Above us here is the big screen TV, which also allows us, this actually also pivots out of place, so I can make sure that I have complete access to all of my overheads. HD, LED, and there are 2 TVs on this, so that if I'm entertaining here, someone has the luxury of this TV, I can be watching the identical show. Now, all of my electronics are at my fingertips, so immediately that allows me to handle my overheads, and not only that, I can vary the intensity of my overhead lights. I have up lights that in the beautiful walnut cabinetry. I have rail lamps that run along the entire rail. Now, all of my componentry is located behind a access panel here. All of the beautiful windows in this are on one single remote. So with the touch of one button, I can literally drop the shades on the entire coach. I find that kind of cool. And I have, this is actually a wonderful product that is it's a microfiber that you throw spaghetti sauce on this, we can hose this whole thing off. So from the standpoint then of cabinetry, everything is radius. While I have that beautiful accent of aluminum, I have an aluminum. Notice how everything is smooth to the touch. There are no sharp edges. And then these panels are all one touch and pull, which allow, and everything is inside out finished, meaning that it's all carpeted interiors. So that means that I'm not going to get any of that road noise. And everything is quiet. The galley itself, now this is all Corian surface. I have the ability to for a little more extended space here. I have a two burner European range. Then I have the deep well stainless steel sink, all tempered glass, which allows me all of this wonderful space to. I have also refrigerator, freezer, plenty of storage. Everywhere you look, you're going to find storage in the Airstream. And then I have the luxury of the automatic drawer type microwave oven, complete with all my presets and what have you. So the galley setup in this is absolutely beautiful. While we're let's talk. Why don't we talk a little bit about the lavatory? First of all, it's got kind of the iconic thing going here. This is our porthole window frosted into the one thing about the lavatory in the Airstream, it is one-piece construction. They're better at moisture management than anybody on the planet because this is an enclosed environment. The moisture management becomes kind of a neat thing, if you will. So once again, the beautiful walnut cabinetry and you can see from the standpoint here, this is a great resource as far as storage.